Hi friends, I'm Abby and welcome to the Flourish Club. Ta-da. For those of you who maybe haven't been to my channel before, this is where I talk about essential oils and vegan living. I particularly like talking about mood and emotions because I have a lot of them. I mean, like, a lot of them. So part one of this video is going to be all about how I manage my mood using natural solutions. Okay, I'm gonna get personal for a moment here. So some of you guys may know that I struggle with a mood disorder called bipolar 2. Wait, don't freak out. I know I said the B word, but I'm gonna explain to you guys and hopefully give you a better understanding of what that actually means and how this looks in my life. So bipolar 2 essentially just means that I will sometimes have episodes of depression and then have episodes where I get very hyperactive and I feel amazing. I feel so confident. I feel awesome about myself to kind of an unusual level. Now, the difference between bipolar 2 and bipolar 1 is that bipolar 1 has much more of an extreme when it comes to the up mood. So bipolar 1, generally they will go into what we call mania and they kind of will lose touch with reality. Bipolar 2 is much more characterized by the bouts of depression, and the up moods, the hypomanic moods, are often like not really recognized because they just feel good. They just feel good. They don't feel particularly unusual. Obviously, anyone who's ever dealt with a mood disorder before will know that you feel normal. To me, this is my normal. However, I know from the people around me that this is not their normal. So I try to help myself through these different mood swings so that I can live a more balanced and healthy life, and so that my friends and family can also live a balanced and healthy life too. Bipolar 2 is also more common in women than it is in men. And like any mood disorder, it can definitely be affected by my hormones, by what I eat, by how much sleep I get, by what I drink. There are lots of factors involved that could trigger a depressive episode or a hypomanic episode. So I make sure that I include a lot of healthy lifestyle practices in my life, like exercise and good sleep and good nutrition, to help keep my life in balance. I also find that aromatherapy and essential oils play an essential part of me keeping my moods in check. I do not use medication. I'm not gonna really delve into the question of is medication good or bad in this video. So if you're out there and you do use medication, then that's awesome. I hope that it's working for you. But for me, I like to do things a little bit more naturally. And so I use my essential oils and my healthy lifestyle practices. So I'm not saying that medication is good or bad. I'm just saying what's worked for me and what I personally prefer to use to manage my moods and emotions. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is essential oils, but I'm going to be doing a part 2 of this video about the food I eat that actually really helps me with managing my emotions. Now, I know some of you know what essential oils are. You've probably used them before, or you have a friend who uses them. But I know there's obviously others of you who maybe have never even heard of essential oils and don't know what they are. If that's the case, I'm going to be making a video for you guys coming up shortly, all about what essential oils are and how they work. But for today, I just want to talk to you guys about essential oils that I use for my mood and why I use them. So let's get started. So why do I use essential oils to help manage my moods and emotions? Well, I'm gonna get into a bit of science here. Geeky mode. The limbic system in our brains is what controls our emotions and our higher mental functions. This includes mental functions such as learning, storing memories, regulating our adrenaline and our hormones, and also our sensory perception. Our sense of smell is the only sense that is linked to the limbic system. And this means that aromas can have a deep impact on our emotions and psyche. Essential oils are 100 to 10,000 times more concentrated than the solid plant form. Because they are so potent, and because of their unique ability to actually pass the blood-brain barrier, yes, I said that right, they can pass the blood-brain barrier, guys, This means that essential oils can have significant benefit to our limbic system and positively impact our emotions and our mood. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about some of the oils that I use for these different kind of moods that I can find myself cycling between. So the first set of 3, these are oils that I use when I'm feeling hypomanic. So if I'm feeling too elevated, like my mood has gone too high and I'm maybe starting to feel a little bit out of control, a little bit too hyperactive, which for me can often then cycle into like an anxious energy, then I like to use lavender oil. So hopefully you guys can see this. So I like to use lavender oil. Oh, I have like a weird mark on my hand. It's like the sign of death or something. Get rid of that. Anyways, so I use lavender oil. I find this very effective because lavender oil is just very calming and soothing and relaxing. So this just helps bring me a little bit more down to earth, make me feel a little bit more calm and centered and grounded. The other oil that I like to use is frankincense. So frankincense is a tree serum. And I like to think of all tree oils as being very grounded and rooted, because if you think about a tree, its roots go deep into the ground, keeping it solid and secure. And I find that this is the emotional effect that frankincense has on me. The next one is balance. Balance is, like it says, very balancing, which is great if I'm feeling like my moods are out of balance. And this has a lot of frankincense, blue tansy, chamomile. It's very calming and relaxing and herbal, and it kind of smells like a sweet woodsy smell. It's really, really nice. Okay, so here are 3 different oils that I use when I'm going through a more depressive episode. The first one, and this is actually the top oil for depression, is an oil called Melissa. This is a tiny little bottle of oil because it takes 66 pounds of the lemon balm plant Melissa to create 1 5 ml bottle. And this means that this oil is very potent. It's like supercharged, so a little bit goes a very long way. In fact, 1 drop is equal to 10 drops of any other essential oil. I know. It's like, what? Crazy. Totally mind blown. Okay, my next favorite oil to use when I'm kind of feeling sad or down is an oil called Elevation. And this is a blend, and it's called the Joyful Blend, which is pretty cool. And the oils that this has in it, it has lavender, tangerine, amyris, clary sage, sandalwood, ylang ylang. Try saying that 10 times fast. Ylang 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 ylang. Hoe wood, osmanthus, Melissa, and lemon myrtle. Okay, the other oil that I love to use if I'm feeling in a bit of a funk is citrus bliss. So this is all things citrus. It contains wild orange, lemon, grapefruit, mandarin, bergamot, tangerine, clementine, and vanilla. So it's like all the citrus oils plus vanilla, and it's so good. You've probably heard me rave about this in my other video. I love it. And I find it so uplifting and encouraging if I'm feeling down. There are 2 ways that I like to use oils to impact my mood, and they are both aromatic ways, because when we breathe in oils is how it can benefit our limbic system and therefore positively affect our mood and emotions. The first way is I like to diffuse different blends of oils. So this is my diffuser, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to use it. So you can see there's a little red dot in there. I'm going to pour in the water up to that red dot, and then I'm just going to add my oils. So today I need something more uplifting, so I'm going to take my citrus bliss, and this is a blend that I actually really like on its own, so I'm just going to use this blend today, but you can blend multiple oils and multiple blends to make sense that you enjoy. And then literally all I have to do is plug it in and click this on button, and the on button will turn it on for 2 hours. If I press it twice, it'll go for 4 hours. If I press it 3 times, it'll go for 1 hour, and if I press it 4 times, it'll switch it off. There's also a little light function too, which is pretty cool. So you can use it like when you're going to sleep as like a night light kind of thing. It's quite nice. The second way I like to use oils to boost my mood is I like to wear them as a perfume, because when I put it on my pulse points, these essential oils will diffuse with my body heat, and again, I'll breathe them in and they'll really positively affect the way that I'm feeling. I love to use Elevation as a perfume. This is one of my favorite ones to use. So where I would put the oil for this is I would put it on my wrists. I would also put it on my pulse points here and my pulse points there. It's also great putting it on the back of the neck and over the heart. Those are also great places. And this is just going to diffuse as I wear it throughout the day, and it's just going to positively impact my mood. And the last way that you can really simply impact your mood, and I tend to do this if I'm feeling overwhelmed, or again if I feel like I need to be calmed down very quickly, because it has a very strong impact in the moment. I'm going to do this with lavender because this is a very calming oil. I'm going to place one drop on the palm of my hand. And I'm going to rub my palms together. Again, I'm diffusing the oil with my body heat and with the friction of my hands. And I'm going to take a deep cleansing breath in. And this is just going to send the essential oil instantly to my brain and tell my brain that it doesn't need to worry, that it can calm down. So okay guys, if you have found this video inspiring and you would like to hear more videos about essential oils and health, then please hit the subscribe button, like this video, and hit the little bell so you get notifications from me every time I post a video. I hope that this has been helpful to you. I hope that this has inspired you to know that you can manage your mood and your emotions using natural means. And if you guys have had experiences with essential oils, or maybe you have questions about how to use them in your life, please comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Have a great day guys, and thank you so much for joining me at the Flourish Club. I can't wait to see you next week.